don't you know, no more art. And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then storming with it's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. Think you got your game planned out. Do it deep, get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one more step, and you're dead. Why just a bit to second I go with the sky, but now lightning's like your last resort. It's not an accident that no one hears your cries as your last dream seems to deserve. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're spanning, but the net you didn't catch it in time. Better think about your game. Are you sure your next move's the right one for you? Are you sure you won't get outmaneuvered again, my friend? You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. I'm coming for you. My game's always so fast, so fine. You're spanning, but the net you didn't catch it in time. Try to run me through, hold on, think again. Don't you know what you're starting? But you sure we got the clue how that this we go. Don't you know, no more art. And as you look to the horizon, not a cloud, but then storming with it's go too cold. Seems like it crept up out of nowhere, all around you is not what you foretold. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not surprised. Think you got your game planned out. Do it deep, get 'em 2 steps ahead, yeah. So step into my way, stand out. It's a trap, one more step, and you're dead. Why just a bit to second I go with the sky, but now lightning's like your last resort. It's not an accident that no one hears your cries as your last dream seems to deserve. You never see it coming. You see that my mind is too fast for eyes. You're done but the time it hit you, you're not
There we go. It was a little more epic than I was expecting before this game. Hi. Oh boy. Stay with me. Hi. Hello. Today we are going to be playing, turn it down a little bit for me. We're gonna play some Ace Attorney. I have played this one. This first one is the only Ace Attorney game I've played, and I've played it like 4 times on completely different occasions. The first time I ever played Phoenix Wright was in 2013. They put the first game, I think it was only the first 2 trials on mobile, and I played that. It was the end of the school year. I was like a junior in high school, and that was the first time I ever played Phoenix Wright. A friend loaned it to me, and I still only played the first 2 trials. And then I watched it and finally saw the last trial, but I have not seen any of the other games. But if I'm gonna play Phoenix Wright, I want to start with the first one. Just for everyone else's sake, for the sake of telling the Phoenix Wright story. I have this is the trilogy on the Switch. I've had it for like 2 years and never touched it, so this is the perfect time to do it. Let's get right into it with the gay lawyers. Let's go. Yes, let's play the first turnabout. Ma'am, your paint is dripping on the carpet. You spilled your, dragon fruit vitamin water. Oh no, that's the most suspicious thing you could possibly see. So, for people who may not know, this is a remaster of a remaster. This original Ace Attorney game was originally for the Game Boy Advance, and then it got, like, remastered and ported to the DS, and now it kind of looks like a Flash game. Which is, unfortunate, but, you know, the charm is still intact. Alright, another sip of water. I'm gonna attempt to voice act this game. I'll also adjust the camera weirdly up. Boy, am I nervous. Right! Oh, hiya, Chief. Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. What voice is this? This is more like my... Woo, I'm glad I made it on time. Well, I have to say, Phoenix, I'm impressed. Not everyone takes on a murder trial right off the bat like this. It says a lot about you, and your client as well. Thanks. Actually, people. Actually, it's because I owe him a favor. A favor? You mean you knew the defendant before this case? That's a conflict of interest. This case will be thrown out. Yes. Actually, I kind of owe my current job to him. He's one of the reasons I became an attorney. One of. Well, that's news to me. That's an even larger conflict of interest. I want to help him out any way I can. I just really want to help him. I owe him that much. And no one else will help him. It's over. My life, everything, it's all over. Is that your client screaming over there? Yeah, it's him. Despair, oh. I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna die. Sounds like he wants to die. Based on his horrid wailing. Yeah. Nick. Hey there, Larry. Dude, I'm so guilty. Tell him I'm guilty. Give me the death sentence. I ain't afraid to die. What? What's wrong, Larry? No, it's all over. I'm finished. I can't live in a world without her. I can't. Who took her away from me? Who did this? No, Nick, you gotta tell me who took my baby away. I see Southern now. The person responsible for your girlfriend's death? The person that made you Southern? The newspapers say it was you. My name is Phoenix Wright. Here's the story. My first case is a fairly simple one. It was a murder, and there were no witnesses. A young woman was killed in her apartment. The guy they arrested was the unlucky sap dating her. Larry Butts. My best friend since grade school. Our school had a saying, when something smells, it's usually the butts. In the 23 years I've known him, it's usually been true. He has a knack for getting himself into trouble. One thing I could say though, it's usually not his fault. He just has terrible luck. Do I have the same haircut? Hold on, do it. We have the same haircut. I'm not sure how I feel about this. Mine's cooler. I pull it off better. But I know better than anyone that he's a good guy at heart. That and I owe him one, which is why I took the case, to clear his name. And that's just what I'm going to do. August 3rd, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Oh, that's a familiar sound effect. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Larry Butts. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Hello. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Hello. Welcome to stream. Ahem. Mr. Wright? Oh my god, the game has not been capturing this entire time. Elgato, why do you do this to me? Why? Why? Why does it do this? I also blame the economy. At least I've been reading. Oh my goodness. It took so long to mess with the audio. Did it mess with the video? Oh my god. Alright, hold on. Yeah, let's just do it over. Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Work with me, Streamlabs. Streamlabs. Oh my goodness. It froze. But it didn't freeze. Like, are people still able to see, like, me? Am I still moving? Is the stream still going? Okay, because it's not... Everything else froze. Like, chat is even still moving. I can still see chat. I can still see the video. No, please bother me. If nothing's showing up, please bother me. That's what streaming's for. Thank you for coming in and telling me that it wasn't showing up. And then Streamlabs decided to nuke itself. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Why I don't know how to fix this and not end stream. And I don't want to end stream. But the whole window decided to just explode. Alright, Twitch, what can I do about this? What are you gonna let me do about this, Twitch? Nothing? Sounds about right. Twitch had a thing where it let you pause for technical difficulties, and of course when I need it, I can't find it. This is infuriating. You know, the judge is just staring at me, waiting for me to get on with it. Everybody loving technical difficulties, the stream. So fun. Alright, I guess we're starting over. Alright, Alright, stream reset. I can't exit the window. I gotta force reset the thing. Oh god. We in? We live? We Gucci? Now I gotta pull the thing up so I can hear it. Okay, can y'all hear it? Criminy. Alright, so let's continue. To recap, I look like Larry Butts apparently. Yes, Your Honor, I'm a little nervous. Your conduct during this trial will decide the fate of your client. No pressure. Murder is a serious charge. For your client's sake, I hope you can control your nerves, new lawyer. Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, given the circumstances, I think there's a conflict of interest and your case should be thrown out. I think we should have a test to ascertain your readiness. Yes, Your Honor. Ugh. Hands shaking. Palms sweaty. Arms spaghetti. The test will consist of a few simple questions. Answer them clearly and concisely. Please state the name of the defendant in this case. The defendant? Well, that's Larry Butts, Your Honor. I did pass the bar exam. I'm not just some kid playing a video game. Just keep your wits about you and you'll do fine. That's the only thing you know to be a lawyer, who the defendant is. Oh, okay. This is a murder trial. Tell me, what's the victim's name? Whew, I know this one. Glad I read the case report cover to cover so many times, so I knew the name of the person we were talking about. It's... oh god, I forgot. Phoenix, are you sure you passed the bar exam? Are you sure you can read? You don't even know the victim's name? Oh, the victim. I know the victim's name. I just, can't read. I think I feel a migraine coming on. Look, the victim's name is listed in the court record. This is a tutorial, Nick. Press the R button to check at any time, okay? And check it often. Do it for me. Please. I'm begging you. Cinder block. Judge, the victim was cinder block. Foreshadowing. The victim's name is Cindy Stone. Correct. That was the only name that could possibly make sense. Now tell me, what was the cause of death? She died because she was dead. She was struck once by a blunt object. I saw the cutscene before this started. Correct. It was a difficult cutscene to miss. You've answered all my questions. I see no reason why you shouldn't conduct this. Be the lawyer in this murder trial. I'm conducting the murder trial. You seem much more relaxed, Mr. Wright. Good for you. Do I? Yeah. Rip. Well then. First, a question for the prosecution. Mr. Payne? Yes, Your Honor. As Mr. Wright just told us, the victim was struck with a blunt object. Could you explain to the court just what that object was? The murder weapon was this statue of the thinker. It was found lying on the floor next to the victim. I see. The court accepts it into evidence. Statue added to the court record. Right. Be sure to pay attention to any evidence added during the trial. You do know how to be a lawyer, right? I'm starting to sincerely doubt it. The evidence is the only ammunition you have in court. Use the R button to check the court record frequently. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its first witness. Well, the prosecution calls the defendant, Mr. Butts, to the stand. Chief, what do I do now? Pay attention, you dipshit. You don't want to miss any information that might help your client's case. Just be a lawyer, that's why we're here. You'll get your chance to respond to the prosecution later, so be ready. Let's just hope he doesn't say anything unfortunate. No, Larry gets excited easily. This could be bad. Oh god. Mr. Butts, is it not true that the victim had recently dumped you? Hey, watch it, buddy. We were great together. We were Romeo and Juliet, Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Didn't they all die? I wasn't dumped. She just wasn't taking my phone calls or seeing me. Ever. What's it to you anyway? Mr. Butts, what you describe is generally what we mean by dumped. My throat already hurts. In fact, she had completely abandoned you and was seeing other men. She had just returned from overseas with one of them the day before the murder. What do you mean, one of them? Lies, all of it lies. I don't believe a word of it. Your Honor, the victim's passport. According to this, she was in Paris until the day before she died. And she even wrote in it, I'm seeing other people, I'm not dating Larry Butts anymore. The victim apparently arrived in Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Or month 30, day 7, if you're anywhere other than the United States. Indeed, she appears to have returned the day before the murder. Dude, no way. The victim was a model, but did not have a large income, so she was a bad model. It appears that she had several sugar daddies. What a skank. Daddies? Sugar? I love that candy. As older men who gave her money and gifts. She took their money and used it to support her lifestyle like a skank. Oh god. I have to take a phone call. Give me a hot second. Sorry, that was an incredibly important phone call that I missed yesterday, so they were calling again. Okay, voices. Are the voices fun? Should I stop the voices? Should I stop trying to read this all together? Thoughts? Okay. I don't think I've decided on what Larry Butts' voice is yet. Take my jacket off. I like Mr. Payne's voice. I don't know what Larry's voice is yet. Let's just go, surfer, skater. Dude! Yeah, let's just go full Bill and Ted. I can clearly see what kind of woman this Miss Stone was. She was a skank. Tell me, Mr. Butts, what do you think of her now? Right. This sounds like badgering the witness. I don't think you want him to answer that question. Yeah, Larry has a way of running his mouth in all the wrong directions. Should I interfere? What should I do? He runs his mouth in all the wrong directions, but in all the right ways. Should we stop him from answering or wait and see what happens? I legitimately don't know what the correct answer is. But it's a tutorial, so it probably will be fine no matter what. I'm pretty sure that he's nice about it. Well, Mia gave me some solid advice on what to do, but I'm gonna ignore it. Well, Mr. Butts. Dude, no way, that CNC dog. I'm gonna die, I'm just gonna drop dead. Yeah, when I meet her in the afterlife, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. Well, that was weird. Let's continue with the trial, shall we? I believe the accused's motive is clear to everyone. He wants to die. Yes, quite. Oh boy, this is not looking good. Next question. You went to the victim's apartment on the date of the murder, did you not? Yeah. Oh, did you or did you not? Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. No, he went. What do I do? We should stop him. We'll send him a signal. Lie like a dog. You know how dogs always lie. Oh, we'll see, it's like this. I don't remember. You don't remember? Well, then we'll just have to remind you. I got a bad feeling about this. We have a witness that prove he did go to the victim's apartment on that day. Well, that simplifies matters. Who is your witness? The man who killed her. Just before making the gruesome discovery, he saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime. Ruff. Order. Order in the court. I want fries with my shake. Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness. Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. You remember newspapers, right? Please bring Mr. Frank Sawit to the stand. Mr. Sawit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? Alright, what voice do I give him that isn't going to offend a lot of people? Oh yes. Newspapers, yes. Mr. Sawit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I'm 1,000 stereotypes rolled into one. I was going door to door, selling subscriptions, when I saw a man fleeing an apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there, a woman, not moving, dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remembered the time exactly. It was 1:00 p.m. The man who ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there. Mary, why didn't you tell the truth? Even though I insisted that you lie. I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sawit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. Now, Mr. Wright? Yes? Yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination, Your Honor? Alright, Wright, this is it. The real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? My God, didn't you go to law school? Why, you exposed the lies in your testimony the witnesses gave. Lies? Like what? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? And that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Open the court record with the R button. Then point out the contradictions in the testimony. Alright, game time. Video game time. I'm not gonna read this. I know where it is. I know where he was lying. Blackout. Park. It was 1:00 p.m., eh? She died 4 to 5 p.m. You found the body at 1:00 p.m., are you sure? Yes, it was 1:00 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? Huh. Oh, that. Oh god, I gave him the right voice. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sott? Why are you so certain you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out contradictions. And other things. There's some weird shit that happens later. Don't worry about it. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 o'clock p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do. I've got this one. This one's easy. This bitch. When I found out I heard the time coming from the television, but what about the blackout? Hold it right there. The prosecutor said there was a blackout at the time of the discovery. And this record proves it. Huh. You couldn't have heard a television or a video. Gah. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sott? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. Wait, I remember now. Mr. Sott? The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sott. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Little bitch. Come on, bitch boy. You ready? Ready, bitch boy? Table clock in the apartment. The murder weapon. The murder weapon was this. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You, with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sot. Hey, I saw it there, okay, that's a clock. Your Honor, if I may. Yes, Mr. Payne? As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. On the neck is a switch, you just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted it as a statue. My apologies. I see. So, the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Yes, in fact, I do. Your Honor, there is a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon is a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yes, the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. He also testified that he saw the time. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying! You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah? Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Saw it. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless? Just look at the witness's face. Look at his bitch boy face. Gra. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, never. Look, the clock, I heard, no, I mean, I saw, Gua. Shut up, I hate you. It was him, I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn, give him death. Order in the court, I say. Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright? Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. I better think it through carefully. Your Honor, the sound Mr. Saw had heard was definitely this clock. In fact, it was just clear if you simply... Try sounding the clock? Let's sound the clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. Beep. I think it's 8:25. It certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker, after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It's 11:25. Huh. As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between when Mr. Saw it heard and Mr. Heard it saw, and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Saw it, try to talk your way out of this one. Ha. You forgot one thing. Oh, what's he talking about now? While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Huh! He's right. Oh god. How am I gonna prove that? Damn it. I was so close. Mr. Wright? It seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Heh. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sott. I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. You lawyers are all slime. I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. Not so fast, Mr. Sott. Oh, Chief. Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away, not like this. Think. Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Bullshit! Pull it out of your ass! Just stall! Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Left! Can you think of a reason why the clock would be 3 hours slow? Oh yeah, I can. Wait! Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, Wright. Find it and let them have it. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Huh. Tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see this evidence that proves why the clock was running so slow. Well, you see... Huh. Eat shit. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sott? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Ah-ha-ha! Ah-ha-ha-ha! Oh, it's kind of fucked up. The order, I say, that was kind of fucked up. Well, this case has certainly turned out a little differently than we all expected. We thought there was gonna be a nice, easy, throw the innocent guy in jail and move on with our lives situation, but you know, sometimes justice actually gets served in the court. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor. Yeah, sounds about right. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say, I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete an offense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. It was pure dumb luck. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Woo. And with that, this court is adjourned. We did it! We did the tutorial! Turns out Mr. Frank Sott was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house. No one buys newspapers anymore. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sott let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching your place, the victim returned. Flustered at how her hair looked like just a piece of plastic shoved on her head, Missy saw it grab the nearest blunt object he could find. And he gently booped her with it. Whew, I still can't believe we won. Right, good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. I'm useless by myself. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. I helped a lot. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. Usually the justice system is a horrible cesspool of disappointment. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Oh, Nick. Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon, dude. Good. Wait, no. I mean, bad. Bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Wendy's gone, man. Gone forever. Larry, she was never mind. Larry, she was a massive bitch. Congratulations, Harry. Your bitch of a girlfriend is dead. Harry? Yes, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent. Thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate dinner, movie, my treat. Oh, no, I couldn't. I'm a lesbian. Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Take me on a date. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. A present? For me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Really? You? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. I'm now even more of a lesbian than ever. Yeah, Nick. Can you believe it? I was so into that chick. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't let it make you want to just cry. Larry. Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, it's okay. No, I'm not just sympathizing, really. I'm pitying you. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him? Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the hell's she talk about? She kept the statue. Huh! Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't some chump to her. What a sentence. Huh? What about that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry, and she took it with her when she traveled. Whatever, she probably just needed a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Plus, it's tacky and horrible. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks. Hope that made him feel a little better. Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now, and know how to be a fucking lawyer. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Try not to be a shitty lawyer. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Where was that black void where we were talking to each other? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner? On me? We'll drink a toast to innocent butts. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry. You're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. And there's another part. There was another part. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe after I'm dead. Wait, what? What? Mia. Mia, elaborate on that. What are you talking about, Mia? And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Zenick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us. Unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I'm flat broke. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry will be one promise I wouldn't be able to keep. Fiend. Even though it's not? Yeah! New episode. That's safe. Yes? Okay. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. No, that's not a good voice for Maya. Sorry, I've been so busy. How have you been? Well, I don't want to do a falsetto like everybody does. It's so cheap. We'll figure it out. Well, only, and it's all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing. I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold evidence for you? Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. Just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I gotcha. So what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue, the thinker. And it tells you the time. Thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. No, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. I put some papers inside it instead. Papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility. Wait. Whatever. Can you come by the office tonight, say 9 o'clock, to pick it up? I'll be in a pre-trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner, something good, like burgers! I could really go for a good burger. Here in America, where we are. Okay, we'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, sis, see you soon. Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya. I definitely won't be dead. I'll be waiting where I will definitely be alive. This failed for everyone's mind. The papers just ruffled so we can decide on this voice later. I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have. I'm sure you're a poor guy. Well, I see that over there. I must be the thinker, that's why all those papers. How could you know? I know the cognizant of my background. Gathering information is my business. You see, this actually might be his permanent voice. I like it. I should have been more careful. My dear Miss Faye, I am so very sorry. But I am afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. What? I definitely was not expecting to die tonight. Ominous. Red, white, blue. Sure. I can feel it dying in the air tonight. Oh Lord. Uh-oh, I'm late. Oh, that's strange. Guess the chief left without me. She said her sister was coming over, so we should all go out for dinner. What's that smell? It smells like blood. And a corpse. Probably nothing. Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Let's stop to look around. Plant! I smell blood, and that can't be good. Have to check and see if she's okay. Light switch! I smell blood, and that can't be good. Files! Okay, let's move. Smell. Blood. What is this? Someone's here. Huh. Chief? Chief? Chief! Ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Oh my god, I did it. Oh, just look at that lifeless, low-resolution PNG. Who are you? Oh, she died too. There must be a disease going around. A strange girl dropped out cold. I left her lying on the office sofa. I went back to the chief, where she lay under the window. God, her tits were great. Her body was still warm. Maybe. No. I could feel it when I held her shoulder. Then, all too quickly, it began to fade. Until finally she was cold. Chief. Let's look at her some more. Hell yeah. Chief. It's hard seeing her like this, but if there are any clues here... She was struck on the head. She probably died instantly. Which is why it took until I touched her for her to go cold. The thinker lying next to her must have been the murder weapon. There's some glass shards near the chief's body. Must be pieces of the glass light stand lying broken in the back of the room. Glass shards added. Nothing else. It seems like a clue here. Huh? A piece of paper. Must have fallen out of Mia's hand. What could it have been? Huh! A word is written in blood on the scrap of paper. Maxa. Maya? Did Mia write this? This piece of paper is a receipt from a department store, dated yesterday. She died instantly. How did she write this? I think that's enough snooping around for now. I better call the police. I'll find out what that girl was doing here. All of this just from looking at her cleavage. Anything else to look at? Chief's chair. Simple, functional design. Feels pretty good to sit in, too. Window. There's a large building right across from the office. The Gatewater Hotel, a nice luxurious place where shady things never happen. One more look. One more look. It's painful to look, but I have to, for Mia's sake. She probably died instantly, even though nothing that I've said so far confirms that. Is almost encrusted with dried blood, as you can see in the image. How ironic that this became the murder weapon. Again, I don't think that's irony. One more? No, okay. Lamp. Shards of glass. Seem to be remains of a glass light stand. Alright, that looks like everything. Yeah, that girl just now. Where'd she go? Put her right there on the sofa. Aw, I hope she didn't run on me. Nope, she's here. Ah! Scare me like that. Excuse me, but who are you? It's okay, I work here.
Maya. Maya Faye.
Maya Faye? Maya. Maya! Sumio was writing this girl's name. Maybe I should show her the receipt. I never thought there'd be a use for evidence like this outside the courtroom. Let's show her the thing. Before Mia died, she wrote a message with her own blood. She wrote it on the back of this receipt.
Huh. That's my name. Why? Why would she write my name?
Nope, that voice sucks too. Also, I don't want to do that for all of these games. Please, just calm down.
Why would sis write my name?
Uh-oh. Now I've done it. Here come the waterworks. Better hurry up and call the police before she kills me. Seems to be in shock. I don't want to disturb her, but I have to know. Excuse me. Can you tell me what happened?
I came in. The room was dark. And sis.
So she was already dead. So, you're the chief's. You called her sister multiple times already, but what was your relation to her?
Sister. I'm her younger sister.
And you were here visiting this late at night?
Yes, she said she wanted me to keep some evidence for her.
Evidence?
Yes, it was that clock. It was the thinker.
Nope. I guess I present it? What about the thinker? About the thinker.
The thinker. It was... No, sis.
Probably shouldn't have asked her about the murder weapon.
I'm sorry, I've never seen that before.
Well, I'm trying to show you what it is. Before Mia dies, do we go back in here? Oh, we can look at these things. Right! I'd better call the police. Huh? It's funny. Maybe the screws in the receiver are missing. Looks like someone was halfway through taking it apart. Oh boy. Oh god, how are we gonna do this voice? I am not a voice actor.
Police, please come quick.
What was that? Someone screaming from outside the window? Huh. Her cleavage is amazing. And she's staring right at me. She's holding a phone in her hand. Well, let's not worry about it. Banco ledger book. Everything is written. Neat small office, but it makes a good bit of money. Surprisingly, the chief was never good with machines. That's why we have this computer from 1998. But all she used is PC4's email. She picked up this ancient model at some garage sale for practically nothing. All the chief's important documents are packed in here. This is where she filed her case records on recent rulings. Phone receiver is missing a few screws, so I better not use it. Perfectly normal office desk. The chief had a very particular policy about office decor. Spend big on stuff the clients use, but keep your own stuff simple. Well. Wee woo. Wee woo. The police. Sounds like they're coming this way. Freeze, police! Oh boy. This is what I was worried about. Alright, I'm Detective Gumshoe, see? Gumshoe? What a very on-the-nose pun-like name. We received a report from the building across the way, see? Got a person saying they saw a murder. He's from Boston, apparently. Must have been that woman I saw. Anyway, I don't want either you move on it, okay? Great. Just great. Maya, wait. She wouldn't have. Nah. Whoa! Excuse me? Does would Maya here mean anything to yous? That's my name. What? The victim drew this hand on her own blood, see? With a dying breath, she wrote down the killer's name. Killer? I'm not. Case closed. You're coming down to the precinct, ma'am. This attorney said, "Fuck blue lives." What? What? Mia's younger sister, Maya, was arrested on the spot. I was taken in for questioning and didn't get out until the next morning. My eyes were heavy, but I couldn't sleep. Sat around, waiting for visiting hours to begin at the detention center. I had to talk to Maya as soon as possible. September 6th, 9:07 a.m., detention center, visitor's room. Wow, they have poor Maya locked up like a criminal. Oh, it's you, the lawyer. Good morning. Good morning. She looks so tired. Are you going to be my attorney? Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. I better give it to her straight. It's up to you. Up to me? Yes. I don't think this is something I should decide. After all, you're the one in trouble here. They're never going to believe me, are they? Even you, when you found me in the office. You looked at me like I had done it. Did I look at her like that? God, I'm an asshole. No, I never thought. Okay, I thought a little. It's okay. I understand. And I have also heard about you. Heard? I heard what about me? I was talking to my sister on the phone the other day. She said you're super gay. Gay as shit. Today was my junior's partner's first time in Gord. He was gay. Gay as shit. Wow, really? How'd that go? It was quite the scene. Honestly, I was on edge the whole time. It's been a while since I've seen a lawyer that gay. Huh, so he crashed and burned? He's a genius. A gay little genius. One of those strike fear into the hearts of evil types. Among other things, the only thing he's lacking is experience. So, he's a genius, but he's also dumb as shit. Huh, sounds like it was fun. Sounds like he's dumb as shit. Well, I know who to go to if I ever get in trouble now. I don't know, Maya. I think you might want to wait. Give him 3 more years. Oops, I'm dying. Bye, Maya. That's what she said. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to insult you. No, it's okay. It's true. You're gonna go to jail for a long, long time. But at the same time, I can't just sit by and watch. When I think of the person who did this to Mia. I know. Let's keep up this conversation. There's something I've been wanting to ask you. Yes? What's with the outfit? Oh, this? This is what all acolytes wear. It's my uniform, you could say. It's also meant to be a bitch for cosplayers to try to replicate. acolytes? Like people in religious training? What is it you do?
Oh, it's nothing strange, really. I'm a spirit medium. In training.
A spirit medium? Pretty sure that qualifies as strange.
Do you want to buy some healing crystals?
Could you tell me about the day of the murder?
Yes. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial.
Evidence?
Yes. A clock shaped like the thinker.
The one Larry made. There are definitely others. How could that have been evidence in a case?
Alright, she said something about that. I remember. You want to hear it in her own voice?
Her own voice?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure a conversation is on my cell phone.
You recorded it?
Yeah. I forgot to delete those things.
I have a lot of questions. So, you say you have a conversation with your sister on your cell phone? Let's hear it.
Right. Oh, I just remembered that detective took my cell phone. Sorry.
Oh, right, of course. Next time I see Detective Gumshoe, I'll ask him for it, with his incomprehensible, East Coast accent.
Alright, so you don't forget, okay?
Sure, thanks. Well, what the fuck is a spirit medium?
Yeah, that's right. The Fae family, especially the women, have always been very sensitive to the spirit world.
Wait a second, you said the Fae family? So Mia was into this stuff too?
Of course. She left the mountain to follow her career, she said.
She felt better in the city being a giant lesbian.
Her powers were first class too.
I had no idea. No idea that lesbians were psychic. Wait.
What?
So you're a real, honest-to-goodness spirit medium? With ESP and all that?
Yep, in training.
Well, can't you contact me as spirit then? You could just ask her who killed her.
Huh. I'm sorry. I'm still in training, so I'm basically useless to you.
I can do something on that level. Thought that would be too easy. Also, no one would listen anyway. Something the matter?
I was wondering, could I ask you a favor?
Huh?
This is the address of a famous lawyer. My sister gave me this a long time ago. She said if I was ever in trouble, I should call him. And, well, I'm in trouble. Do you think you can go ask him to represent me?
Yeah, sure. I don't need the money. Sure, why not? I'll go ask.
Thank you so much. I have no one else to turn to.
Huh? Say, what about your parents? Okay. Yeah, don't worry about it.
Thank you. The trial's tomorrow at 10 a.m.
What? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
Oh, what if this guy refuses? They told me that if I don't find one, the state will pick an attorney to defend me. When will that happen?
They're giving me until 4 o'clock this afternoon.
Visiting hours are almost up. I better hurry. Right, I'll be back. Anyway, let's keep talking. So tell me about the day of the murder? Sorry, I know it must be hard.
No, it's okay.
All I've been doing the last few hours is talking about it. Kind of gotten used to it. That isn't grim. Let's see, that morning I got a call from my sister. She wanted me to hold on to a piece of evidence for an upcoming trial. That's the thinker clock that Larry made. Are you listening, audience? It practically qualifies as a serial murderer by now. So then, when did you arrive at the office?
It was right around 9. The lights were off and I could smell blood.
And then I found her, my sister. Thanks, Maya. That's all I need to hear for now. Alright, on the move. According to receptionist, the big boss is out. Couldn't say when he'd be back. Must be hard to keep track of everything when you're a famous lawyer. Not to mention run an office like this.
Guess I'll just have to come back later. But let's snoop. The painting has been bugging me ever since I stepped in here. Oil paint is so thick it's practically giving me a stuffed nose. I'm sure the price is nothing to sneeze at either, for that matter. Solid mahogany desk. The wood's been polished to a deep luster. Expensive-looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive-looking books. Funny. They don't look like they've ever been read. He's a fake-ass bitch. A table for clients. An elegant ebony case, and if I'm not mistaken, that lighter's made of solid gold. Even I could tell someone here's got money to burn. Plant? Expensive potted plant. No idea what kind of plant it is, but it's probably the most expensive one available. It's a money plant. Well, time to investigate. You know what lawyers do. Office is filled with police officers. They're all busily searching for clues. Hey, you there! This is a crime scene, pal. No trespassing. Oh, sorry, I don't know you from somewheres. Well, you're that Blitz guy, aren't you? No, Phoenix Wright. Anyone mistake me for Larry with... He has his upward spiky hair and I have my back-facing spiky hair. There's a difference. I guess I got the wrong name, Mr. Wright. Sorry about that. The Blitz guy was a killer. And you know killer, right? He was proven innocent. Right. And you were... Detective Suede Shoes. Detective Gumtree. Suede Shoes, wasn't it? That's me. Don't step on my blue suede shoes. Wait. That's a song, pal. And it's on copyright protection. You're gonna get this game shut down. TOS. My name is Dick Gumshoe. Wait. That's Detective Gumshoe to you, pal. Anyway, get the name right. Don't go calling me Dick. Hey, Dick, get over here. Yes, sir. Be right there. You're a lawyer, right, pal? You got business here, you better do it quick. Whew, he thinks I'm my lawyer. Let's talk. Well, Miss Faye, did you do an autopsy? You wanna know the results, eh? Now, don't you look at me like that, pal. It's no use. She might have been your boss, but that doesn't mean you get any special treatment. Alright, you can see the report, but that's all. Death was instantaneous, which is why it took until I got there for her to go cold. That's how it works. Maya. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the trial. Sorry, pal, but this is one trial you aren't gonna win. Why do you say that? They just put Prosecutor Edgeworth on the prosecution. Edgeworth? I'm sure you know what that means, you being a lawyer and all. Tell me. But did I ever say anything about me? Prosecutor Edgeworth? Yeah, that's right, pal. Mr. Miles Edgeworth himself. Wait, you do know him, don't you? Know him? Yeah, I know him. I know him. He's a feared prosecutor. He doesn't feel pain. He doesn't feel remorse. He won't stop until he gets his guilty verdict. Oh, don't talk about it that way. You make him sound barely human. Still afraid this pretty much decides the case. So, Edgeworth is on this one. Huh? He hasn't lost the case and he became prosecuted at a incredibly young age of 20. The back alley deals with forged evidence. Well, I know for sure it was Edgeworth hates crime almost out of normal passion. I never imagined I'd be facing him so soon. Anyway, let's look around. Plant? Mia's favorite potted plant. I remember it had this bizarre name no one could ever remember. It's Cordyline stricta, pale. Who the hell is that? Sky is blue, and so am I. Wait, that's just my suit. There's that hotel across the way. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean, as always. The only thing it's missing is... Mia.
painting. Old movie poster. Apparently, this is the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. When I feel it crying. There's a horrendous amount of legal books here. Scary still is that Mia probably read all of these. She was legit. Can we have a cell phone, please? You see my face cell phone? Oh, that? I have that. You think you can give it back? Sure, I mean, wait a second, pal. Tricky lawyer. Uh-oh, he's on to me. I mean, the only way we can tell him is not so straight. Okay, I can't be straight with this guy. I'll be gay with him. Something the matter? Oh no, it's just, your eyes look lovely. That carrying strap on the cell phone. This, it says Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Tokyo. The Steel Samurai? An action hero on TV? Yeah, you see that strap is a collector's item. She was worried it might get lost if it went down to the precinct. That what she said? Yeah. Okay, pal. I wrote down all the numbers she called anyway. Here you go. Since I didn't notice the recorded conversation, let's just steal evidence. That's a legal thing to do. You all done, pal? Yeah, thank you. We're heading out now. Oh, wait. One more thing I wanted to mention to you. I don't suppose you're planning on talking to that witness. Anyway, you better not. No influencing the witness with your lawyerly ways, pal. What an idea. What an idea. I had forgotten about her till you reminded me. The witness? Yeah, Miss April May. I'm sorry about this, but I can't tell you anything about her, except that her name is April May. You just told me her name. So you sent her home already? Hey, you're trying your loyalty tricks on me now. Just have to go outside her room until the trial. So, she's still in the hotel across the way. I guess I should know better than trying to get a detective to leak information. You got that right, pal? Time to pay a visit to Miss May. It's the thing we just saw. Okay. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Gatewater Hotel, room 303. Hello there, handsome. Hi. Smooth, right? Real smooth. You're the lawyer, aren't you? The detective told me. He said, don't say nothing about lawyer, pal. Moment of self. Thank Detective Gumshoe for making my job harder. Gee, this is all like something out of a movie. It's all so exciting. I can hardly contain myself. Let me go freshen up so I can look at the part of the beautiful eyewitness. I pity the lawyer that has to cross-examine this one. Well, let's snoop. Late summer sunlight streams through the window. Stefan Koloff office building, of course, you can see the inside of the room pretty clearly from here. I think it would be a little difficult to recognize a face from this distance, though. Ah, a still scene painting. Wait, should that be still life? Whatever. What are those that's hanging on the wall? Plant? Flowers are fake, as expected. I know sunflowers and tulips, but that's about the extent of my floral knowledge. I've definitely never seen a rose in my entire life. There's a screwdriver stuck in this drawer. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. Hey! Hey! What are you doing? No touching. Ooh, bad boy. You really shouldn't pry around in other people's rooms now. You wouldn't want to make me upset, would you? Upset? I thought she was gonna explode for a second there. Wonder what could be inside the drawer. Well, do you think you could tell me something? I need to describe what you observed at the time of the incident.
Who absurd, isn't it? You sound just like a lawyer in the movies. And like a man with a big vocabulary. Remember that? Remember that, audience? Better not encourage her. You know that thing that happened the other day? The bad thing? What did you see when it happened? You're not supposed to tell me about it? Pretty please. Let me see. Dream on. If you want to know, you'll have to come to court tomorrow, Mr. Lawyer. Oh boy, how does everyone know I'm a lawyer? Who exactly are you? Mr. Lawyer, are you hitting on me? No. Hey, I'm just doing my job here. You know you're cute when you blush. Believe me, this is the first time in my life I've blushed this much. Right, can you just tell me what it is you do? Well, no. And you had your little hopes up, didn't you? You little bitch. Oh boy. I see there are 2 glasses on the table. Someone staying here with you? What amazing powers of observation. You must be one of those famous detectives like on television. Oh, no, not me. I am just a lawyer. Say, Mr. Big Detective, why don't you go look for clues in the garbage, huh? Miss May doesn't like nosy little lawyers. Huh. Oh boy. Oh. Anything else to look at? No, that. Bottle 2 glasses, so I'm staying with her. Bed. Simple bed. I guess that's all we can really do. Let's try going here again. Grossberg's still out. That was the most over-the-top clearing of the throat I've ever heard. Oh, let's... So you're the one that say has been looking for me. That's a voice. That's a voice that a human being would have. Yeah, that's me. He looks even grander than I imagined. That badge on your collar. Oh, so you're a lawyer, are you now? Yeah, well, yeah. And what do you want? I'm not particularly busy these days. Please proceed. Not busy? How come no one could get in touch with you? Something the matter? You came to see the one and only Marvin Grossberg, did you not? Well, here I am, boy. What did you want out with it? Well, sir, actually, it's about Maya. Maya Fey. Yes. Maya Fey. Go on. What a strange reaction. Cha-cha. I'm really quite busy here, son. I can't go taking cases on a day's notice. No, it's quite impossible. Wait a second. How did you know the trial was tomorrow? Anyway, I'm afraid it's entirely impossible for me to represent her. Sorry, end of discussion. What's going on? He refused me before I even got a chance to ask him. Do I tell Maya? Excuse me, how can you just refuse like that? Please tell me why you won't take the case. Well, you see, it's just I'm busy, you see. The client is Mia Fey's sister. Mia trusted you. She knew her sister would be in good hands. Yes, of course I know that. However, I'm sorry, but I must refuse. Sorry. Goodbye. Creep. Fine. I don't have time to argue with you anyway. I'll go look elsewhere. Think not. Huh? Did you say something? Yeah, I think not, I said. What do you mean? I'm terribly, terribly sorry. But I'm afraid that no lawyer worth their salt will take on this particular case. Terribly sorry, my boy. But why? I cannot say. I beg your pardon, but could you leave now? I have nothing more to discuss with you. What's going on here? Let's discuss more. No, let's just leave. Let's go back to Maya. Maya's not here. She must be in questioning. Probably won't let her out for a while.
No, we gotta keep pressing up.
You told me to leave and now I'm back. How did you know Mia Fey? She worked here a long time ago. Quite the apprentice, that one. Learned my techniques in the blink of an eye. She left one day, quite suddenly. She had a mission, you see. A mission? You could see it in her eyes. She followed it with a burning passion. Never looked back, that one. What about that fug ugly painting? That's, quite a painting. Aha! You noticed it's my pride and joy. Impressive, isn't it? Well, isn't it? The color of the sky, the hue of the sea, the weave of the straw hat. It's worth at least 3 million. I have no intention of parting with it, of course. No, I won't sell it, not even to you. Was not interested. It's not for sale. I'm not buying. Jeez. Already looked at everything. No, let's go back. No, she's here. Hiya. Oh, you're back. Did you find the liar? Well, what do I tell her? Well, see, just be honest. I really don't think you should use that guy. He didn't seem healthy. He was all skin and bones. What really happened? The guy was fat as fuck. There's no way. You don't mean he refused to help? I see. I've been abandoned then. Oh. What about your family? I only had my sister. My father died when I was very young. And I don't know where my mother is. Don't know? So she could still be alive? The women in my family have been mediums for generations. They say a lot of spiritual power runs in our blood. About 15 years ago, our family was involved in an incident. There was a man, and he ruined our mother's life. Ruined? After that, she disappeared. Several years after that, my sister announced she would become a lawyer, and she left the mountain. So, do you live by yourself? Yes, I've gotten used to it. Oh, also, I had to become independent, or I would lose my powers. I feel bad for her, all by herself up on that mountain. So, who is this man who had ruined your mother? About 15 years ago, there was an unusual murder case. It made quite a stir. Everyone was talking about it, apparently. The police were running out of leads, and they were getting desperate. Wait, they didn't use a spirit medium, did they? The police convinced my mother to try to contact the victim. Wow, so what happened? The case was solved, we thought. You thought? The man my mother helped the police capture was innocent. Huh. The police's consultation with the medium had all been carried out in secret, of course, but a man found out about it, leaked it to the press. He told all the papers that my mother was a fraud, and the media jumped on it big time. My mother, became the laughingstock of the nation. I see. White. Excuse me? White? That was his name. My sister told me. White? Huh. It's just a little longer now before the state-appointed lawyer comes, I guess. 4 p.m. Time's up. What should I do? Do I just leave her and go home? No, we're going to defend her. I've made up my mind. I'm going to defend you whether you want me to or not. Why? Why? Well... Someone else is the culprit. You aren't the culprit. Someone else is. How do you know? I have a hunch. Given the evidence, it would be easy to assume that Maya was the killer. But there's something about this whole thing that smells fishy. Like the fact that she's insisting that she wasn't her. But what is this strange behavior? Is that all an act? The way the lawyer refused to help Maya. More than all that, she has no one left to help her. Nothing is more sad or more lonely than that. I know. I've been there a long, long time ago. Why did I become a lawyer in the first place? Because someone else has to look out for the people who have no one on their side. Maya, I won't abandon you. You can count on me. That's so kind of you. Well, let's fight this one and get you out of here. Right, thank you. Whew, she smiled at last. She looks like an entirely different person. One last question. You are innocent, right? Yes. And I trust you. So you trust me too, okay? It's a deal. So what next? There's something that's been bugging me. Just what was inside that strange woman's drawer? Just when I tried to look into the drawer that she got all defensive. There has to be something in there. Anything to observe? No clues here. You. This guard monitors the visitor's room. Hasn't moved an inch. Real pro, this guy. Smile for the camera. What's that, I guess? Do we... Where do we go? Do we go here? Detective Gumshoe's gone home. The police are still keeping themselves busy in the chief's office. No one has time to talk to me. Guess I'll head out. Alright. Go back here. Oh, good afternoon, sir. Excuse me, you are... I beg your pardon, sir. I'm the bellboy of this establishment. At your service, sir. Oh, right. I've just come up to deliver room service, sir. Do you know where Miss May might be? I believe our guest Miss May is currently using the, facilities. If you've no need of anything, I'll be taking my leave. Please, stay as long as you like. Enjoy. Yeah. Wait. No! Hey! Why does it seem like every time I come here, I end up embarrassing myself? Wait. That's my chance to snoop around. I almost forgot. You came out quick. Might I ask you to inform Miss May that there's a message for her? Please tell her that Mr. White of Blue Corp phoned. That was Mr. White of Blue Corp. Oh, right. Sure. Mr. White of Blue Corp. Where have I heard that name? White. That was his name. My sister told me. White was the name of the guy who ruined me and Maya's mother. Could it be a coincidence? Let's look in the thing. Screwdriver sticking out of that half-open drawer. That was my chance to see what's inside. And what do we have here? A wiretap. What would a woman like her be doing with a thing like this? There's definitely something suspicious about this Miss May. How would she have something like this in her hotel room? There's a story behind all this, I know it. Alright. I'll be using this bit of evidence in tomorrow's trial, that's for sure. For Maya's sake. I'll get to this woman's bottom, I mean... Wait, you know what I mean. Oh, bellboy is still there. Well, time to scram. I look forward to tangoing with you tomorrow, Miss May. In court! To be continued. Oh god, my throat. How we doing? I'm doing alright. Everyone having fun? Oh, my throat. Alright. Let's do this. Let's go. Court is now in session for the trial of Ms. Maya Fey. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. His offense is ready, Your Honor. Miles Edgeworth. Better not show any signs of weakness today or he'll be on me in an instant. Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement. Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence that she committed this murder. And we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor. I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin then. If we may call our first witness, Your Honor. Prosecution calls the chief officer at the scene, Detective Gumshoe, who I've been keeping on a string for the last 15 years. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court. Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder. Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Tinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon even in a girl's hands, sir. The court accepts the statue of evidence, still calling it a statue. Now, Detective. Yes, sir. You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why? Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir. Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence. As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Talking is hard. Why we hadn't witness accounts describing her? The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder. The very moment, you say? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine what? I can see a single contradiction in that testimony. Why you just threw something at me? What? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Witness always slips up and says something wrong. That doesn't sound shady. Worked lots of times. Should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. And I didn't somehow. Alright, let's give this a try. Something the matter? No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Alright. Let's be annoying. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. The call was from a customer at the Gaywater Hotel right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right, please continue. There's two people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right, I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Most cops take hours. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away. Indeed. So, tell us the two people you found on the scene were. Yes, sir. Are you absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, you don't act only get you so far. Your funky be closing your spiky hair, you two stand out like suspicious people do at a crime scene. He has a point. About her, she's pretty unmistakable. I look normal and cool. I should pick my points to the press with a little more care. No! I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Yeah, you did. Why we had a witness account of scrapping her? Hold on just a second. Yeah? If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct? Huh? Did I say that, me? I heard you say it. You did say it. You said it. Exactly what about this suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence? What? Miss Meg isn't suspicious and she sure ain't Pink, pal. Okay, she is real Pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective? Yeah. I guess pressing can have its advantages. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Only the one Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab tests which will show that the blood was the victim's. Also, what was found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How do you like that? That's my hard evidence. Take it. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? How would you feel about dinner this Saturday? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence for the first time? Yeah, I know, I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. Defense may begin its cross-examination. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of crime with my own eyes. Memo. Victim. Detective Gumshoe. You get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name. Sure, it happens all the time in the books and movies. It's just in a movie, Detective. It is a game. Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. Haven't had many cases, no. You find it a little odd that the victim would write down a name, especially the name of her own sister. Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal. Oh, stop right there. The witness's opinion matter is irrelevant. God. Facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of her killer. Order. That didn't go so well. That's right. What he said. It's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Wait. We had the paper. Wait a minute, Miss Pants. The killer. The killer! Anyone can see that. Oh. Saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy, please. She was framed. Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess that was a bit of a tall order for you. Those without evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright. Yeah, pal. Well, Detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found. I feel like that was valid. Writing clearly in blood. Blood was the victim's. There was blood found on the victim's finger.
said that I've played this a few times, but I'm not smart. No, economy pals. Do we have it? We can present it? How exactly? They aren't, are they? Not all. Oh, damn it. Huh. Chat, please, I'm dumb. What do we got? I guess press on everything. I was right-handed. Ha ha ha, nice try. Oh. Dr. Gumshoe, you get a lot of cases. Okay, we just did all this. I think there's something I have to... You have proof it was Mia who wrote it? Of course I do. Wait. Oh, I am dumb. I am dumb. I know what it is. Okay. Alright. She died instantly. Huh. I'm smart. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note? That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey? That's really what you're saying? Well, this isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have? You have it backwards, detective. Backwards? The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately. But... no butting your way out of this one, detective. Chatter, chatter. Order, order. Defense has a point. Somebody who died immediately wouldn't have had the time to write anything down. Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report? When? It was the day after the murder. The prosecution's point being... that autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor. That's a thing that can happen. That's definitely a thing that's real. What? A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. That doesn't sound suspicious. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object, but there is a possibility the victim lived for several minutes after the blow. I received these results this morning. Oh, you didn't? Almost as if I'm trying to sabotage your case. No way. Your Honor, it's quite easy to imagine that the victim did have the time to write Maya.
That is all. I see. So we've gotten nowhere. Damn you, Edgeworth. Your beautiful face and hair. And body, I should have known something up your sleeve. Why, Mr. Wright, you look shocked. As if I don't already have a reputation for being a scumbag in court. Something you want to say? You're a sham. The detective's a sham. I'm a sham. You're a sham. Mr. Edgeworth, I've heard there's nothing you won't do to get your verdict. What reason could you possibly have had to request a second autopsy report? Mr. Wright, the defense will refrain from personal attacks on the prosecution. No matter, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, say what you will, the evidence in the report is undeniable. Except you just denied it. Whatever. Your Honor, I submit this report to the court. Understood. The court accepts the evidence. Well, Your Honor, the evidence strongly suggests the victim was identifying the killer. I suppose that's the obvious conclusion, yes. Darn, this isn't good. The prosecution would like to call its next witness. This poor, innocent girl saw the murder with her own eyes. Let the witness, Miss Throat Strain, take the stand. And yes, I meant what I said. Exactly what part of her is innocent. Witness, your name, please. April May. At your service. Your darn introduction should not require any reaction from the crowd. Even if your Kokoro does go doki doki. The witness will refrain from wanton winking. Oh, yes, Your Honor. This is not good. She's already captured the heart of every man in this courtroom. Tell us, where were you on the night of September 5th when the murder occurred? Gee, I was like in my hotel room. I checked in right after lunch. And this hotel is directly across from the Fang Company law offices? That's alright, big boy. Please testify to the court about what you saw, and let's all forget that you just said that. It was like 9 o'clock at night. I looked out the window, you know, and then I saw a woman with long hair being attacked. The one attacking her was the messy girl sitting in the defendant's chair. And then the woman, like, dodged to one side and ran away. But that girl, she caught up to her and she hit her. And the woman with the long hair, she kind of slumped. The end, that's all I saw. It was a little bitsy witsy. Well, Your Honor, I see. It's remarkably solid testimony. I don't see a need to trouble the witness any. Wait, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Wright. What about my cross-examination? I thought the witness testimony just now was quite firm, didn't you? Yes, her testimony was firm. Mr. Wright, I understand you were Miss Mia's understudy, were you not? You must know her techniques well. Her cowardly way of finding tiny faults in perfectly good testimonies. Tiny lies and perfectly good bundles of lies. Hey, how dare you? You're the one that forged evidence. Well, Mr. Wright, will you cross-examine the witness? Yes, I'm doing it. I gladly proceed with the cross-examination. Only because I have a feeling Edward doesn't want me to. She has to have some weakness. Well, you may begin the cross-examination. Sorry, this is my second to breathe. Okay, well, it's 9 o'clock at night. That checks out. Woman with long hair being attacked. Let's press on this. She dodged? Dodged what? The attack. Please continue your testimony. Alright, that was useless. did you know it was my client? Huh? Well, gee, first of all, she had a girl's physique. Secondly, she was small. Who else could it be but her? Well, she has a point. I question your testimony. Hold on a minute. The testimony stinks. What? Miss May, I'm willing to bet that you're lying. Are you telling the truth? Did you really see the defendant? Huh. Mr. Wright, what's the meaning of this? Yes, what is the meaning? Someone tell me because I'm clueless about this, I mean. Okay. If you had really witnessed my client, Maya Fey, you would have noticed her clothes before noticing her physique. Huh. No one wears clothes like this on a daily basis, except her. And I'm no expert on fashion, but her hairdo looks far from normal to me. Everyone look at her. She's a freak. Laugh at her. However, the witness's testimony mentions neither of those things. The testimony is bogus. But... Still, we don't know if she was dressed that way the night of the murder. She was, Your Honor. I saw her. And so did Detective Gumshoe. What do you say to that, Miss May? Are you trying to say, you mean lawyer? I saw what I saw. I just didn't think all the trifling little details were necessary, darling. Miss May, the court would like to remind you to please omit nothing in your testimony. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I'll be a good girl, I promise. Your testimony again, if you would. Your firm testimony. Damn, I almost had her. I did see everything. I did. The victim, the woman, dodged the first attack and ran off to the right. And the girl in the hippie clothes went after her. Did she hit her with that weapon? I saw it. I did. A clock. A kind of statuary clock. The thinker, I think. Well, does the accuracy of my part not startle you? I see. I only wish you had been so detailed from the beginning. Losing in the cross-examination. How did she know it was a clock? See everything. She dodged. We ran after her and hit her with the weapon, that clock. How did you know? Huh. Miss May, what you said just now was quite revealing. Revealing? You like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer. Ignoring that, you just said the statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock too. And he was found guilty of murder. Order, order. Miss May, can you explain how you knew this was a clock? Witness saw the murder with her own 2 eyes. That's all important here. The defense is trying to confuse the issue with trivial concerns. Yes, of course. Withdraw your question now, Mr. Wright. Questions are all I have, Your Honor. And as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. No, once. Objection sustained. You may continue to question witness. Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over. Huh? What? So, what happens now? What happens now is you answer my question. How do you know it was a clock? What? Because I heard it? Yeah, I heard it say the time. So, you've been to the law offices of Vanco? No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard it from my hotel room. Law offices of Fang Company. The murder took place very close to the hotel. She could have easily heard the clock. Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied? Not in the slightest. Can't give up now. Not satisfied because it couldn't have rung. Your Honor, the members of the court. It is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. Because that clock is missing its clockwork. How could you possibly? Let's take a look right now. See anything interesting, Your Honor? It says the defense says this clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this? So as you can see, the clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big fat liar. Fat? Well, Miss May? Quite a show you put on for us, Mr. Wright. He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew. Almost as if we all have access to the evidence. I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there is no contradiction. Huh. That's true. It is a possibility. Someone could have tampered with the evidence. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That's exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed? We can! Yes, we can! Impossible, of course. I have proof. Huh? Isn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening. And now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence proves the clockwork was removed is... from the conversation! Where she said it! Present. Huh! Take a look at this. That's a very cute cell phone. Yeah, girly phone. Wait, this isn't my phone. More of a blue guy myself. Listen. It's the defendant's cell phone. It contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Order. Defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention. Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it? Oop. Good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon. I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation. Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at our hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock? Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many. Oops, I forgot. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense. Even though I have seen this clock before and know all about it. Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright? Yes. Witness claims she's seen it before. This directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court. Well then, let's see it. Let's produce this evidence that will prove the witness has not seen the clock before. The clock. Huh. It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever. Oh, a friend of mine made that clock. Only two exist in the world. And the one isn't here is in police custody. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. No, excuse is not on sale today. Oh. What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it. She should die for it. Die! Whoa, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Crazy.
This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm.
Huh? Oh. Oh, silly me. I, like, lose it? I guess I did.
She is scary. Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Ooh. Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior? Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock was because you had heard about it. The witness had never held the clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock. She heard? That is correct, Your Honor. There's no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. And I can show you the proof. Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving the witness heard. Murder weapon was a clock. Wiretap. Huh. Have a look at this.
Huh? Oh, not that.
I found this in Miss May's room. Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is. Miss April May, you are tapping the victim. Miss May face phone, were you not? Your Honor, this is irrelevant. It's illegal, but it's irrelevant. I'm not entirely sure that it is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness is in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. The defense truly claimed that the witness was tapping her phone? Absolutely. Even if that was the case, which is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone? Can you prove that? I think not. Oh yeah? I think I can. It's simple. What? Here's my proof. Was the phone call we just heard? Present the defendant's cell phone. Yes, we've seen it. Listen once more to the conversation. It's a clock. It's a clock. Miss April May used the wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong? Your Honor, this is ridiculous. Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer. Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you! Who gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer! It's so fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. No, so I'm the bad girl, is that it? Is that it? That did it. Court's seen the real Miss April May now. How to deal the final blow? Why the wiretap? Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question. Do I have to? Is this a murder trial? Is it tippity tapping or irrelevant? She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you're tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant. Well, this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice. He has a point. Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation to the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone? I'd like to see her pull that off. Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You're probably thinking like, I'd like to see her pull that off, aren't you? Oh god, she's good. Oh, you're not the first man who's thought of that. And of course, I can, and I will. You can't be serious. No way.
Away, I say, away. Oh, and I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so the killing happened around 9 o'clock at night? Wait, that's just when I was getting room service from the sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. Gonna check it quick. The ice mostly have regular cold coffee. Iced coffee? I think I'm making this up. I saw bellboy.
Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. Huh? But wait a second. So where does that leave us? My great displeasure to inform you, the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's telephone. However, it is a separate crime, with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. And so, she is completely absolved of any repercussions. Testimony stands, she saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder. No, you're gonna let her just walk away. There's no way it can win like this unless they tie Miss May to the murder somehow. Does the defense have anything to say? Well... let's call the bellboy. That's what I like to call the hotel bellboy as a witness. There's something suspicious here, and I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
I think you're singing quite low enough already.
I object to calling the bellboy. Why? What's your reason? Because I hold that wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, you agree to one condition. I'll consent to calling this witness. Condition? Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy. You will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty from Ms. Maya Fey. That is my condition. What? I find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Yeah, we gotta accept. Alright, got nothing to lose, except for, everything. Understood. Accept your condition. Fool. Fell right into my trap. You have activated my trap card. No. No. Wait. Very well. Court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand. I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. Certainly doesn't look like a bellboy. Yes, sir. I received your summons in the middle of work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado, the witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. Oh, I loved BBs. Thank you for following. I'm the head of a Fangirl Hotel for generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from my guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee to be brought to her at 9 o'clock on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May, herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination. Right, I'm ready, I hope. This is it. I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now. I'll be finished. Checks out. Calling to 8. Let's press that. 9 o'clock on the dot, you say? Yes. Confirm that detail several times. Watching a program on the TV in which to drink after she's finished, sir. 9 o'clock, the time of the murder. Alright. Let's keep pressing. Precisely 9 o'clock then? Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 o'clock p.m. How can you be so sure? Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then.
Oh, bellboy, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. And therefore, I knocked on the door at the crack of 9 o'clock, sir. Why'd she be so particular about the time? Keep pressing. You're sure it was Miss April May herself? Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. Yes, sir, as in so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine. How come you're so very certain? Well, when I brought room service, sir, yes, sir, favored me with an embracer, sir. Embracer? Is that French for embrace? That's why we're saying it in this horrible English accent? It's French for kiss, sir. Not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek. Why would she have done that? I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir. This moment I shall never ever forget, sir. It's pretty fishy to me. I think Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. It's no good. There's nothing there. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, we'll end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand. Can't let this happen. Can I? No! Wait! Please wait! Yes, does defense have something to add? One last question. Let me ask one last question. Your Honor, I must object. The charade of justice has gone long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. Alright, Mr. Wright, we'll give you one more question, that's all. Okay. This is really it now. It's my last chance. I'll ask him about. What we have is that there were two people. I need to figure out which one brings up the second person. The room service because there were two glasses. Tell me again about her room service. Again, sir? Exactly 9 o'clock. I delivered room service to Miss May in room 303. Guess I requested iced coffee. $18 was the charge, I recall. Oof. Let's see. $18? Doesn't it seem a bit expensive? Yes, well, iced coffee for two, you know. We don't skip on the ice, sir. Huh. What did you say? What did you say? Oh, rather quiet. Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Was someone else staying in Miss May's room? I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. Witness will answer the question. Yes, I see. Why did you not mention this in your testimony? Well, sir, you didn't ask. Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention. Ah, yes, quite, indeed. It was the good priest there, Mr. Edgeworth, who... He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. Ugh. You fool. I've done it. I've won. Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man. Correct? Yes, sir. Then when he brought up room service, I didn't see that man in the room. That's right, sir. Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold it as impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person? Simple, it was... the man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor, as has previously been revealed, Miss May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder.
However, that is not clear of the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder. My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late?
I suppose you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you with the presence of the other men from this court. Upstart. Amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. It is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. Court is adjourned. Whew.
Mr. Wright! You're amazing in there.
Really?
I think I may be your newest fan. Oh, I was just doing my job, you know? Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too. That face of his with his eyes wide and trembling lips sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So what happens with me? Do I get to go home now? Oh, well.
No, I don't think so. Not yet.
No, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May. He's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after that anyway?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at the detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case was far from closed.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find out more about this man.
Do you think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. But it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. Now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much this could do. I don't know how much good this will do me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement, do some investigating, like lawyers do. Myra doesn't belong to that detention center. It's up to me to set her free. To be continued again. Alright, I'm going to take a quick couple minutes to refill my water and rest my throat. So I'm gonna put some music on real fast. Where are we? And we'll see you in a hot couple seconds. Okay. Let's return to the video game. Yeah. Okay. Into the detention center. Oh, hello. Didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. Turned down for what? It's really quite moving. Not you stinking liar, I hope you die. Have you come to laugh? Yes, to laugh at the fallen Miss May. No, not really. Something I wanted to ask. Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you specky head? Here we go again. Making fun of my awesome hairdo. Please, you're scaring the security guard. Look at how frazzled he is. Frazzled and upset with his, I guess he just kind of a 1,000-yard stare. So, what does he wish to ask of me then? For starters, you could be so totally whacked. But the man you stayed with you in a hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Come on. No, hey, Jose. Oh, there's no exit mark over the E, so it's more like a no way Joe's. Maybe it's something to get her to talk. Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone? Oh, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold, so criminal. Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May. Oh, and I suppose you learned that at lawyer school? Crepe. This one was impossible to talk to. Say, why are you so angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person. That does it. Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer. Bottom? Definitely a top. Can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers or just against me? What do we got? What do we got? Hey, guess what? Actually, I really hate your guts. So get lost because, well, I'm not cooperating. Thanks. I noticed. Well, guess we're gonna have to. Huh? Oh. Huh, looks like Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason? Can't imagine why. What happened here? Wait a second. Isn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? Yeah, it was a painting of fisherman. Wasn't it? A memorable painting anyway. What's this? Old photos? There are 2 lying here. Someone's been written pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A, DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. Sure, I've seen this person somewhere. Maybe I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss just one little photo. Might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photo lies on the desk. Just switch it with the one I took? Yes. I'm gonna swap them. Alright, now that we've stolen things, let's move on. Oh, welcome, sir. Quite as a performance today, if I dare say so myself. Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that. No, no, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatwater's rep, as they say. Huh? Rep? Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. Could charge a premium for this room, of course. That would be great for business, sir. Whoa, whoa, Miss May has been charged with murder. I, too, will become famous. Bellboy brought the murderer iced coffee. I really feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream. So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you. About Miss May. Oh, her, sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. She'd do it, I said. Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. Wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May? Ah, yes. He struck me as a real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are the same ilk, both carry the scent of danger. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy. If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him. Photo. Oop. How about this? How about... Oh, we gotta present. How about this? Take a look at this photograph. That's him, detective. I'm the lawyer. Oh, I know that. Just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is. No, I don't. Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write in a fit of it, find that it's him? In a fit of it? This guy's way too excited about this. Yeah, write it down. Well, sure, why not? Yes! Always wanted to write a fit of it, sir. But henceforth, I should be known as the bellboy who swore the fit of it. I know it's affidavit, but I don't care. Not even Miss May can pay them to this. Hell yeah. Some more things we can ask about, I guess. Tell me about this hotel. Absolutely. The subject of an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. Suppose we had a subtitle. Subtitle? The Gatewater Hotel Murder Manor. Well, what do you think? Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Alright, let's get the hell out of here. Hey, Logan, can you take a hint and stay gone? The only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me. Oh, so it's my fault now? You don't just have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart. That does it. In this case, it's done shaving my head. Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. How did you? Uh-huh. Reaction. This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why? It is him. It's the man who stayed in your hotel room the night of the murder. No, that's not right. Just try, Miss Cooperative. Do you have proof that it was him? Huh? Yeah, proof. Show me proof. So close. Bam. Bam. Could you have a look at this? What's that? Bellboy's affidavit tells us everything he saw. It's the man you checked in with. Who is most definitely this guy? I'm getting somewhere. Push her hard. Said all or nothing. Time to do a little bluff. No use playing dumb, if indeed that's an act. If you don't talk, I'm taking this info to the press. Huh? Even though you should have been witnessing the murder, your little friend was missing. I'm sure the press would have a field day with his reputation. Oh. Fine, I'll talk. You win, lawyer. Yes. Man, that felt good.
great to be alive. I hate pumping your fists in the air. Now tell me about the man you were with. That man, he's my boss. Red White, president of the information gathering conglomerate Blue Corp. Red White? Information gathering? I suppose you can call it a detective agency. It's the man that was with you the night of the murder? I'm scared to talk. I don't want to end up like her. It's okay. Let's ask Mr. White himself. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? Mr. Red White, at last. Finally a lead on this guy. If only he couldn't have done it, that leaves him. Oh, I know what voice we need to be doing for him. Time to take action. So the surreal decor. Welcome, please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name? What's your name? I was just inquirably asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Well, I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I've intimidated you with my giantess vocabulary. I have the best words. What is this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp, you know, corporate expansion official. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. So I'm afraid that I'm not used to conversing with the wordily challenged. Fruitcake. Oh, let me guess. An attorney fresh out of law school. It's the only explanation for why you come to meet with me like this. What does he mean by that? No matter. So what business does a mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself? Yipes, this guy's arrogance meter is off the scale. You gotta tell me about Miss May. Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not? Correct, she was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear what she's done. What she has done? You mean the wiretap? Indeed, she's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information with us as part of her duties, but I assure you we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat. Night of the murder, were you in April May's hotel room? Who can say? I seldom pay attention to mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Still, Mr. White, a hotel bellboy has stated at the record that he does remember you very clearly. No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases, I still won't talk to you. If I want me to speak, put me on the witness stand. Though I doubt you'd be capable of doing that. Raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? Should have seen the same thing as April May. Please, the courts. To me, they're all mere toys, playthings for my amusement. What company is Blue Corp, anyway? Excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We are a company of the future. You might say we are the future. Sell information? That sounds shady legal. Oh, so it's Facebook. In just 10 years, I built this business up to the grand office you see now. And in case you were wondering, Blue Corp is named after the color blue. I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue. Fantabulistic, is it not? I know I'm not doing a good voice, but it's still really on the nose for this guy. Something that's been bothering me. Many things have been bothering me. Yeah, what might that be? Big painting on the wall over there. When'd you get it? When did you get that painting? No idea, I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. I found that painting here today. Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you not fully grasp your position here. I ask again. Who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend, a mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada. Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney, Grody Burger. Huh? Yeah. This asshole punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away, I welcome it, for it is you who will be found guilty. Huh? Heed my exposition. The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say. I wonder, is that kind of control really possible? I wouldn't expect you to understand is the world beyond your compensation. You came here from Grodeburgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes? Then you must ask him, why is it his painting of his hangs here? Perhaps then he will tell you. Perhaps he will explain how a man can live life purely for personal profit. Go now, skedaddle. There is nothing more to discuss. Oh. Suspicious. No, I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat. Shivering Jehoshaphat. Oh, you. What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. It's really bothering him. That much is clear. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. Couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just me, a sister, that poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. I asked before, but why did you refuse a request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright? No, I'm sorry. It's just, I need more time to think about it, my boy. You seem troubled about something. I shouldn't have a feeling I know what it is. So, I paid Blue Corp a visit. No, oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg. I have to admit, something has been bothering me. No, what is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir, there was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? You said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it. Today. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office. So, you noticed. I supposed I should have guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. You are lovers! Mr. White has something on you, doesn't he? Blackmail? That you're lovers? think that painting is fairly gaudy proof. Very well. This may be the chance I've been waiting for. Maybe it's time to get this off my chest so I can finally rest easy again. After all, you were me as understudy. Perhaps it was fate? What's he talking about? Yeah. Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is a company that excels in finding these people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. I've been paying to them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident, as you may have guessed. It's the name on the back of the photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand a defense of Maya because of this. White would have destroyed me if I did. That's the connection. It is hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will be nigh on impossible. Possible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns judges, attorneys, prosecutors, police, and politicians. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. He sees nothing more than the weight of many years. Weight of a lot of things. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than the sorting code the police gave the case. It's 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. A medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye. Indeed, she was Mia's mother. She'd been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police, and she failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. That's what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, but in the end, cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. That case is the DL6 incident. Why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6 incident was top secret at the time. It made sense. Police didn't want people to know they were using a medium. And they couldn't let people know. One person found out. I told him. You told White? He offered me riches. It's embarrassment to me now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, he began looking for the one who sold them out. Of course, White heard about it, and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. You see, White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. Yet, if you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. She may have recorded something of what she found. Okay. It's funny, looking at this room, it seems so normal. I do imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here, in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? Let's look for White. W. White. The entire W section is missing. Is it taken? Yes, desk. Perfectly clean, as always. One thing it's missing is Mia. Mia's favorite potted plant. Old movie poster. First, I made her cry. The sky is blue and so am I. There's the hotel right across the way. Oh, keep looking. All the cases she ever worked on are filed here. Let's look for Grossberg. See if there is a record in this file that captures my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. It's me and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Read it. Read it. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words: my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... the record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. J through S. Skim it. Yeah, well, no harm in flipping through a bit. Suicide. Collection of suicide reports. It's writing on most of these in pencil. Wait. It's Mia's handwriting. I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Nice. Let's flash off this information we got. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. And if you try my patience any further, I fear a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. Capacity to talk about April May. Oh, what's the matter? You seem distressed. It's pro pulling the wool over people's eyes. Gotta put them on the spot and quick. Stop that. Your hot gaze is giving me goosebumps. There's no point asking crooked a straight question. Okay, that was actually a good line. It's fine. Let's just hand him our evidence. It's the only clue that Mia left me. Better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? See this piece of paper that you can just take from me? Article describing the suicide of a politician. He's embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file filled with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with a single word: White. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You're involved in all the suicide cases that Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're correct. You're absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I found him. He's sitting right in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was on to you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping your phone. Then Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. Wright. Mr. White, you did it. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office. What? That you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. In the FA case, I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, a very important witness, I would like to testify. Quietude, I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but he could be violent. The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer, man. What? Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you are in a position to freely offer your opinions to me. I'm telling you to send the police now. Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong? You are a mere lawyer, as was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'd be given a lawyer so stupendously inept they would make even you look incompetent. Or competent. Whatever. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Butts, Harry Butts. Right, actually, Phoenix Wright. My friend's name is Larry. Whatever. Alright, sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. How are we doing? Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me. The prosecution will be in on the course, Edgeworth included. The attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Right. Mr. Wright. Oh, Maya. Great, they let you out of detention. Just now, I guess. It's all thanks to you. Now I'm afraid we switch places. What? You mean you? Explain what happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well... Help me with a prison break. You can cheer me on. Well, you can cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Yeah, sure. Alright, leave it to me. Huh? I'd better go get a uniform and some pom-poms. Wait. What? I'm kidding. It was a joke. No way. No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. It's good to know you're on my side. There really isn't anything you can do for me anyway. But I can't just sit here and do nothing. Gotta give that man a piece of my mind. Just a piece? Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finish in a day, most with a guilty verdict. Never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as a star witness. This is it. Tomorrow, it's me or him. I think for sure we're going to I'm gonna finish this trial and then do the next 2 next week because my throat cannot handle this. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Ah! Phoenix, look! Oh. Prosecutor Edgeworth. Received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you tried to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm gonna be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can he torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? Guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. That's not crooked at all. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth. You've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix? Oh, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! The defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? Okay, let's do this. Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are only quite clear to the court, today we'll hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. Prosecution may call its witness. Oh, that went far too smoothly. Why did the judge ask us why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise objections about this, I suppose it's me. There's no point. Forget it.
I smell a trap. I'd like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage. Your name. Yes, that's what I said. Do my locutions confuse with your locations? Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White. My friends call me Blanco Nino. I'm the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You're at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder? Correct. Did he witness the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Oh, I just feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock. I was quietly reading some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam cutting from outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. I'm losing this voice real fast. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction and it was all over. Things occurred as you testified, and I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant, or I mean, Mr. Wright. Cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I know how to get him. I can't get him. You ran away but gave chase. But what about? She dodged. Huh. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Huh? It does? I don't see anything contradictory. What? What? No, we... Yeah. There we go, there's a contradiction. Victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. I'm gonna have to cool it with the voices. My throat literally cannot handle it. Okay, now we have evidence. Your Honor, I object to the same exact evidence that I just presented. Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What's this? Said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran right. Oh, it's simple. You misheard her. I think not.
Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. The victim ran to the left, as you claim she did. She would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. You find that odd? Got him. Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Smith says right and Mr. White says left. Explain this contradiction to the court. Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. I doubt it. It's rather that does not clear up the contradiction. Here's one scenario that would explain the conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fanco, of course. More specifically, he was standing here. 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 Huh. This is where he was. Look. The victim ran for the door. He was watching from this point. To him, it appeared that she ran to the left. Please, it's no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order, I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this court will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion. Postulations of defense are distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, you seem a bit far-fetched. Why does there so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer? But now he's laughing? Later, the moment you remember something. Appears that I've been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, be allowed to testify once more. Sure, why not? Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Space testimony is correct? Yes, that's fine. She first ran to the left, and then you hit her. Bet I will. It's obviously a lie. Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. Huh? It does? See anything? It does! Goes first ran to the left, and then you hit her. Now? Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. Yeah. What do you have to say to that? That's why she has to hit him where it counts. His dick. Mr. White, was it you who told the court you were abso-absolutely perfect? Yeah. Your Honor, if you can ask the witness for any testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break.
Dennis is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Very well. The witness will care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my slide. No slipping out of this now, White. Sounds like he's improvising. Thwap indeed. Deal with it. It's almost over. Sure. You're saying you saw the glass light stand? And changed your testimony to reflect it? Light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. How could you have seen it? Mr. Wright. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass light stand. Look at this. The floor plans to the scene of the murder. If you were to look through the window at the office, it's the area you would be able to see. What do you have to say to that? Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you'd not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. So when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White, you did it, didn't you? Looks like we're about to get our verdict. It's far enough, Phoenix, right? What? Mr. White, I think the time has come. Should you confess your crime now? Instead, you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. Wiretap! Mr. Edgeworth, explain. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. Oh boy. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? Oopst. No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Give me a break. In order to place the wiretap, reach the law offices, soon you saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means. Gladly. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He's shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. However, he knows the fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place, when he went to place the wiretap. Could have seen the glass light stand then. There you go, Mr. Führer. Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for the baseless conjecture that it is. Mr. White testified to the court about this wiretapping. I feel faint. It's the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Just gonna keep pressing him. Yeah, I think it does. Yeah, but... yeah, no, there's something we gotta really press him on. No more. Can't take it anymore. Huh? Know that voice. Huh? And we fainted. Game over. Oh yeah. Lost the trial. Ah! Yeah, we fainted again. Ah! This is worse. This is infinitely worse. Oh, we got a receipt. Department store, $1,000. Glass light stand. So we couldn't have seen it. You couldn't have seen it. He's a big fat liar and he's going to jail. For a murder He's going to jail for murder. Hell yeah. Let's finish this trial. Court now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. You good, dude? Yeah, might be. Your Honor, give me one more chance. Promise you this is the last time I'll ask. In this trial. Let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. And it will be your downfall. So I saw this glow sign saying, "Oh really? Oh really? Ha! You fool. Look at this photograph." Grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. Other side. Your Honor, tell the court what is written on the other side of the receipt. The glass light stand. Purchased the day before the murder. Mr. White, you allegedly entered the law office at the time beginning of September. The stand could not have been there. Hell yeah. Eat shit. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can ya? It's impossible. He's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there might be quite a bit of pressure on you. I think you'll agree you can't judge me as guilty under these circumstances. It's not over yet. That's him. There's a certain thread of logic in that there is some. However, no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. One more day. Guys makes up evidence as he pleases. Object. We can do this. We can settle this now. Well, sucks to suck. Persistent today, almost as if your life is on the line. Yeah, you bet I am. My life is on the line. Here's a thing for you to read. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. We got him. We got him. Case closed. Yeah, we good. If only you knew how spirited it was. No one seems to notice this. Guess it's fine. Not guilty! Yeah, we bad. Hell yeah. Yeah, damn lucky. Mia. Sure we'll meet again, as another Deus Ex Machina, and other trials and other games. Being here is hard not to think about that night. Maya. Looks like you were her. Because of this. Mia wrote me a letter. Take care, Phoenix, for me. And now we have an assistant. Aw. Partner's assistant. Wright and Lofts. It's got a good ring to it. Aww. Her boobs will always be there to guide us. The cleavage of justice. Borgor. Fiend. Alright, for the sake of my throat, we're gonna have to end this and then pick up the last two trials next week. Because my throat is killing me with doing all those voices, and I don't think I'll pick the voices up again next week. Oh, there's a lot to do by yourself. So, thanks everyone for hanging out. We will be back here same time on Wednesday with another art stream. So, we'll